Hey everybody, it's Greg L, 60-second citizen with today's Medical Monday. Took it outside and we're actually going to be making a recipe today for something that's called Switchel. Now I got this recipe from an old turn of the century farmer's almanac. There's a bunch of different varieties on the internet. Choose your recipe as you want, or use this one. This is the one I like to use, and I'll explain a variation later as we go on. But it's also called Haymaker's Punch. The reason they call it that is allegedly back in the day when the guys would go out into the field to do the hay harvesting. It's hot. It's pretty unforgiving work, and the ladies would make them up a jug of this they could take out, stick in a creek or someplace to keep it cold, and it's a good refreshing drink. It does have some health benefits. It replaces your electrolytes. It reduces inflammation and improves your gut health. There is some evidence, although it's a little sketchy on the sources, that it helps with your A1C and it lowers your blood sugar. There is some sugar or sweeteners in this that we'll go over, but it's not anything processed sugar. Everything that I'm using here is organic or farmed, organically local. So if you can use your local farmers markets, support your local people, that's what it's all about here at 60-Second Citizen, is building community, getting to know your farmers, getting to know the people at your farmers markets, your local mom and pop groceries, your local mom and pop gun stores, wherever. Please patronize your local businesses. That's what I try to do. So what we're going to do to start this off is we started with a gallon of clean, pure water. And what I mean by that is my home has a 1,800 gallon rain catchment cistern. It's triple filtered. The water is excellent. Now, if on your property you've got a natural spring or you've got access to a natural spring, use that water. If you live in a subdivision somewhere or you're on municipal water, I do have access to municipal water here, but I really don't use it unless I'm down here at the barn and we're doing something, washing clothes, doing something like that. Then I'll use municipal water. But for cooking and drinking and stuff at my house, I use the rain catchment water because it's just better. There's no crap in it. You don't have to worry about it. If you're using tap water, I would recommend boiling it, get the chlorine and all the other stuff out of it, because you want just good water. You don't want it to taste like the tap. I lived in Florida for years. Florida water is horrible. It tastes swampy. So use good water. If you really have to buy it, go get some pure, spring water, something like that. Little bit of trivia for you: Zephyr Hills brand spring water, if you find it, is the city of Zephyr Hills, Florida, tap water. They take it out of the tap there. They process it with everything, so it's not really spring water. But Zephyr Hills, don't sue me for that. Now let's get started with the recipe. We've got our gallon of water. We're going to take a third of a cup of apple cider vinegar. So I've got Bragg's. Some of you are going to say, well, it wasn't Bragg's bought by Bill Gates or one of these people that's taken over all the farmland. I read those articles too. This is, I stocked up on this before that happened. It does have the mother in it, so use good apple cider vinegar. I'd love to learn how to make it, so if somebody has a good video or a good recipe on how to make your own apple cider vinegar, message me through the Facebook page, comment here so everybody can share it. But we're going to use a third of a cup. Don't just use plain apple cider vinegar. You want that mother in it because you want the good stuff in it. It should be cloudy. So a third of a cup. Third of a cup. And it just goes into the jug. And it should be a little cloudy. I'm going to put my cap back on. Then we're going to use half a cup and a half of your favorite seasoned sweetener. So I'm using honey, local from our farmer's market from the Loring Farm. I looked, they don't have a Facebook page, but it's an older couple that come to my farmer's market. They're great people. When I first moved here, I didn't know anything about gardening in this zone. They were great on teaching me things about gardening, telling me what time of year to plant stuff, and I've really learned a lot from them. So Loring Farms, I love them, but you've got your local beekeeper. Maybe you keep your own bees yourself and you make your own honey. You can use honey. This is maple syrup from John Dosh at Pass It On Wilderness. He does maple syrup every year. It's by far the best maple syrup I've ever had. Hit up your local Amish community if you don't have access to John or somebody else that syrups. I guess that's what you'd call it. Syrup manufacturing, syruping, whatever. But anyway, you use a cup and a half. So I'm going to use a cup and a half of this Loring's honey. And if you want, you can heat up some water first, and it's going to make the honey easier to come out, to dissolve in the mix. So it looks like this is about half a cup. So, sorry, there's a dump truck going by. Somebody's getting gravel delivered here in the holler. So we want to put, I may have to use some of John's delicious maple syrup. And John, if you're out there, I'm going to have to put in an order with you this year, because this is all I got here in this bottle. And if you know John, and he's going to be at any of your gatherings or anything that you're going to, he's worth checking in on and getting some of that. Stirring it up. Tell you what, I am going to use the last of. So this is going to be a little hybrid. I'm going to make use some of John's syrup. You can use molasses. I like the taste of molasses. Some people don't, but I don't like it in the summer. To me, it's just kind of, I don't know. It's a little strong, if that makes sense. I like using it better in the fall because it's got like more of a fall type of taste to me. So now that's a cup of our sweetener. This might be a little shy. I got a little more Loring's honey in here. And unfortunately, I've missed the last few farmers markets by me, so I'm now out of Loring's honey. I do have some honey that a friend of mine sent me from Tennessee, from Tellico, from the Amish there. So you get the idea, right? We're going to mix this up. And there you go. So now it has really changed color. That syrup is really good, and that's going to change the color of it. So we'll set that aside. And now you've got ginger, right? A lot of people don't know what ginger is. You can use the ground kind, but this is fresh organic ginger I got at a market not far from me here. The knife I'm using, in case anybody wants to know, this is from Smith & Sons. Campcraft Outdoors gave me this knife. It was the prototype of the two different sizes. This is a smaller knife. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of it, but it really doesn't matter because Campcraft has discontinued this. But Campcraft Outdoors, that's how I got my start into bushcraft, and they've been great mentors to me. So a lot of the recipes you'll see say grate the ginger finely. I've never done that. I just take a clean towel, use my knife, and I'm just going to chop it. I don't even peel it. Some people say, well, you can peel it. I just chop up a bunch. Keep in mind, if you're going to use dried, you use a lot less. So I'm going to use about a handful. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, we got a runaway. And I'm going to put that in there. Now, also, because I like mine a little bit tangier and less sweet, you can use citrus. You can use the lemon juice. This is from concentrate. I know it's not as good, but sometimes that's all you have in the winter. I do like to shop seasonally, and the last trip I was in Florida, I actually got these down there from a farmer's market. So I'm just going to cut up some lemon and throw it in there like that. Now it's going to float around, but it'll get its goodness down in there. And the same with the lime. The lime is the secret to me. Gives it a little bit of a mystery flavor. You'll be like, what is that? I don't know. It's lime. So So we got some lime going in there, and then we're going to mix it up. And pretty much it's ready to go. Give it a little bit of a stir, because that honey is going to settle down in the bottom till it gets all mixed up. You can close it up and then just serve out of this spigot. So for all you guys out there working hard in the sun today, it is cool, but here's to you. That already could be a little colder, but it already super refreshing. An optional thing that you can do is add a little bit of real salt. This is Baja Gold mineral salt. A lot of people like Redmond's. I can never get Redmond's when they have a small amount in stock. So Baja Gold is what I use. And I wouldn't recommend pouring it into here. I'd recommend just every time you take a little, just get you a little pinch, put it in there. And the other thing, if you feel like wintertime, you're getting a little funk, you've been inside for too long, you're getting the crud we all get in the winter, you can put just a dash of cayenne into the top. I'll go ahead. This is new. Should have prepped better. And just give it a little extra little zing. That's going to boost, heat up your body a little bit, boost your metabolism, and give you a little bit of extra zing. We're going to close this up. I'm going to test that again because that was good. And I've been doing some stuff out here today, so I need it. So there you go. You'll see little bits of stuff from the ginger and the citrus floating in it. It's fine. You put it in there. It's all natural, right? So down the hatch. Man, that's good. The cayenne doesn't even really give it that much of a kick, but it's good. You definitely notice that it's there. So anyway, 60-second citizen with this Medical Monday. Switchel Haymaker's Punch. Try it out. Let me know what you think. Take care.